Well, Nev, after the postponement, it'd be nice to be back at Priestfield on Saturday. Early kick-off against Doncaster. Just talk us through what the mood is like in the camp, having had a change of manager.
It's good. I think a few of the boys are very proven to the new manager because he's going to have tough decisions come Saturday. The boys' training's been really intense, especially with we haven't had a game in 2 weeks, so training's been really tough. And I think that's what we needed. We need to be game ready come Saturday for Doncaster.
Can't ever be nice when a manager and his assistant leave their role. Yeah. John and Jimmy have come in. I appreciate you've probably seen it before. You'll probably see it again. But how quickly do you have to kind of change your focus from one manager to another? Because your job, I guess, stays the same.
Yeah, it does. Both gaffers are brilliant. Bonds and Hazy worked really hard, and everyone's appreciate what they did for us. And we've got John and Jimmy now, and we've just got to listen to them. And they've got a way of they want us to play, and we just got to adapt and perform in training and show them that we deserve to play in this team. And hopefully, the results can prove what we've been trying to learn.
In the past, his teams have always been really difficult to play against. I'm sure you played against his teams in the past. He wants us to be difficult to play against, but he also wants us to play open, expansive football, which hopefully will be good for you.
Yeah, you can tell straight away when he come in what he demands of players. High intensity. He wants you to work hard, and he wants you to fight for every ball. And when we get the ball, he wants us to play, which is good. I really like being on the front foot and getting after players, and that's what he wants. He wants us to be high energy and win the ball back as soon as we can.
Cool. Nev, best of luck for Saturday. Ben, all yours.
Elliott, you mentioned about how high intensity the training has been. I noticed on some of the social media pictures that he's even got you in full kit playing a full 11-a-side games. How have that been? Yeah,
it's good. I feel like with the 2 games called off, I think we need to be doing stuff like that. Especially with the new gaffer, we need to learn quickly the way he wants us to play, and we need to learn the job that he wants us to do. So no better way than 11-a-side to do it, and it's good for the lads as well because we can get some big distances in our legs that we need.
And obviously it's a clean slate for players when a new manager comes in, and you've got a big squad, so there's going to be competition. Obviously Josh Andrews in your position has worked with the manager before as well.
Yeah, that's good though. I feel like that makes you better as a person, and it puts pressure on you when you're playing and he names you in the team. You've got to perform to keep the shirt, and I feel like every player in the team has a chance to be in the 11. So if you do get the chance, you need to take it, and hopefully the team can just click then and we can start performing and winning games.
Does it allow you to have a bit of a mental reset? Because without wishing to remind you of it, obviously pretty much the last act of Mark Bonner's time in charge was that penalty of yours, and we could see kind of the disappointment on your face as those events played out. So does it enable you to kind of forget that and refocus again?
No, it was tough. Obviously it was a tough day for me. I always put myself forward to take the pen, and it didn't go the way I wanted, but it's football, innit? Like, I don't think I'll shy away from opportunities again. It's just the way I am. I feel like I'll always put my name forward, and just one of them, it didn't go my way on the day, but I'm sure if I took penalties again in the future, you're always likely to miss, so it's just one of them. But it was tough at the time, but now hopefully it's forgotten about and we can move forward.
Under the previous manager, you were obviously a favourite of his. He picked you a lot, kept you on the pitch a lot.
Yeah.
You were creating goals, maybe perhaps more so than scoring the numbers you would have liked. Is that something you're hoping that maybe with a slight tweak in the style of play under the new manager might go your way?
Yeah, hopefully. Like, I come here off a good season last year, scoring 18, and I've started slow, but listen, like, I'm a goal scorer. I want to be scoring goals. There's no better feeling than when you're scoring goals and you're confident. There's nothing better than that. So hopefully I start getting the chances and I start putting them away. But for myself, like, I work hard. I feel like the work rate I do, that's what creates chances for others, and I don't mind doing that. Just about if we get the win at the end. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone could ever sort of question your work rate, and sometimes it feels like you're doing a lot of selfless work for the team without having others around you to kind of lay on the goals for you, for example. But I guess with players coming back to fitness, Josh for example, and then Bradley Dack as well. Hopefully, you know, these guys might be laying a few on the plate for you coming in the near future.
Yeah, they will. They've got the technique, and all the lads work hard as well. So once we all get back on this pitch, hopefully we can start creating chances and we can start scoring more goals.
And when we spoke to John Coleman before what was meant to be his first game in charge, you know, he was like a kid in a sweet shop. He seems desperate to get back out on the touchline. Has some of that infectiousness kind of rubbed off on you guys?
Yeah, I feel like his whole personality, you can tell he's ready and he wants to prove people wrong, and I feel like the whole team wants to prove a lot of people wrong, and because we believe we can be a top team. We just got to perform and prove people we can be a top team as well.
And obviously Doncaster Rovers showed last year that if you can put a run together at this stage of the season, you can even make the playoffs.
Yeah, they were a great team towards the end of the season. I remember they beat us and then they went on the 10-game run, and so you need just a few wins, and then everyone like starts getting buzzing, then you can just keep winning. That's what we need. It's been a tough few games lately for us when we win and then we lose, but we just need to get a run together and hopefully we can start that Saturday.
Yeah, how much would it mean, do you think, for the new manager to get that win in his first game in charge?
Yeah, I think he'll be over the moon if we do that. I feel like he won't let. If we do get the win, he won't let us get ahead of ourselves. He'll keep the standards and he'll keep driving us on for the next game. He keeps speaking about the only game that matters is the weekend, which is good. Like, we don't need to overthink other games. We've got one game on Saturday, and that's all that matters to us.
Best of luck for it.
Thank you.
Are you still on penalties, Elliott, or not? Or is it a case of whatever happens during the game?
No, I was the penalty taker, yeah, but that was under Mark, so I don't really know at the minute. If he asks me, I will, yeah, but if he doesn't, then I don't matter. It doesn't bother me, just as long as someone's there, competent, ready to take it, and I trust any of them to take a penalty. So whatever happens.
You'd be happy to take it if that was an option.
Yeah, I'd still take it. Yeah.
Confidence is big for a striker, isn't it? So I mean, when you're not getting the goals and you're not scoring penalties, is it tough?
No, it is tough. Yeah, it's because your job to score goals, and I've come here to score goals, and it's been tough lately not scoring goals. But if I'm not scoring goals, I've got to be doing other things. I've got to be creating chances. I've got to be working hard. I've got to be doing everything the gaffer wants me to do, and I feel like I'll always give 100% no matter what I'm on the pitch, and I just feel like once you get the goal, then everything could change. And even like when you're in the box and the ball keeps coming in and you're trying to get it and it never comes, I feel like once you're confident, I feel like the ball just comes here anyway. So hopefully I can get that look, get a goal, and fly on from there.
And how much of John Coleman did you know before he joined? Obviously from the sort of same neck of the woods, and do you know a lot of him? I knew
of him, yeah. I think he knew of me from when I was younger. I know a lot of people who know him, and they've all spoke highly of him. So, but this was the first time I met him, yeah, and he's a nice fella, and we get on a lot.
As he talked about his own sort of career, because he was a prolific non-league striker as well, much the same as you. I think you both played for Burscough as well, so you had sort of similar roots as well. Yeah, we did.
We always talk about Liverpool, to be fair. He's a big Liverpool fan and I'm a big Liverpool fan, so we keep speaking about the game, and we spoke about the game on the night where we drew 1-1, which was frustrating, but yeah, it's good getting along. I can speak to him, so that really helps.
I suppose you need that in a manager, don't you? You've got a friendly side, and he can be tough when he needs to be.
Yeah, I can just picture it. When it's not going right, he'll tell you, and I feel like, for me personally, I don't mind like getting told. I think I don't want to be like getting looked after all the time. I want to be told if I'm not doing stuff right, so I think he'll do that, so it'll be good.
And I know your mind's focused on this weekend, but there's a big game the following weekend, which I'm sure you'll be excited to go to Tranmere again as well, won't you?
Yeah, I used to, when I was at Tranmere, they really liked me, so hopefully it'll be good going back, but I really want to get the win there. Thank you.
I'm going to ask the first question about time filling my cheek. Have any of the boys asked you to translate John yet?
No, I feel like his accent a bit stronger than mine, But I just understand it normally. I think some of the lads struggle with them and Jimmy, but for me it's just normal. But I don't know what they're thinking.
Just like being at home.
Just like being at home, yeah. But they're good fellas, yeah.
What is it about footballers and this tough love that we keep hearing about? It seems to me as though it's more coming from the old school manager rather than new ones. Is that a fair comment?
I don't really I don't understand the question.
Well, an older manager like John will tell you that you've not been playing well and have a go at you.
Yeah.
Whereas, from what I understand, some of the newer managers who look at all the analysts and percentage-wise things will go down there that way to try and explain it.
Yeah.
Without actually telling you to your face.
Yeah. I feel like with Mark and Hazy, I feel like Hazy would tell you. I've had it a few times where he told me, and like I said, don't mind it. I feel like John's the gaffer would tell you as well. So I've had managers before who won't really go down that road, like you said, and they'll pull you and speak to you. But I feel like once you're in the changing room and the game's not gone your way, I feel like it'd be good.
What does it feel as a player when a manager leaves a club who brought you to that club?
Yeah.
What was your sort of feelings when Mark was leaving?
I was gutted. I really liked Mark and I appreciated everything he done for me, bringing me here, and he gave me a lot of chances to perform for him, and I was gutted. I felt like I could have done more. I could have done. You can just feel like everything. I feel I could question a lot, but he gave me a lot of chance and believed in me so much. I spoke to him and I just thanked him for everything.
And just what's the last home game with Bromley? Did that 90 minutes possibly start your season, do you think, where you've made some silly mistakes and been punished for it? Played some super football but not got the rewards. Yeah. And then I won't mention the penalty.
Yeah.
It basically summed up the first half of the season. Yeah.
That was a tough game for everyone, I feel like. That game was a low point for the team, getting beat at home 3-0. I feel like we could and should have put a performance on that day, and we just fell behind for sloppy goals. And the team goals, they're not just individual goals, it's everyone collectively, it's everyone's fault. And then I feel like second half was better. We had a few chances, but we just didn't score. So that just, like you said, sums up the first half of the season.
Just literally the Saturday, the start, a restart for everybody. Yeah,
I feel like, especially with the 2 games postponed, I feel like all the lads are ready, and it's a big second half of the season now. Like we've all got dreams of what we want to do this season, and I feel like now we need to start putting it together and really pushing on.